Hey, so today I'm going to show you how we do the declarations for Social Security, Segurança Social. We will need to do it every quarter, every trimester, every 3 months, and it goes like this. For the first 3 months, January, February, March, we need to do declarations on the next month from April until the end of April. So every 3 months we do declarations and we have the next month to file the declarations. Right now, I'm going to do the declaration for the third trimester, which is July, August, and September. I can do it in October until the end of October. From the moment that I do the declarations, I will have an amount to pay each month, and this amount I will need to pay until the 20th of the next month. So if I have something to pay in October, I can pay it until the 20th of November, until the next month. So first I'm going to enter the Social Security Direta from my personal details. So I go in Segurança Social Direta and I will start a session and I will put here my niece and my password. If I have a niece and I don't have the password, I can do register. If I forgot the password, I can do it again. So I inserted my details and I went in. So this is my page. And I will now go and search for quarterly declaration. So I will write in the search trimestral, trimestral. And I have already entregar declaração trimestral, which is to enter and put my details. I can, in the future, see what I have already done. I can do consultar and see what is my declaration that I already did. But now we want to do the declaration, so I go inside. And the first thing that he asks me is if I had incomes, and if I don't have, so I do no, and I will get the charge of 20 euros, the minimum each month. But in my case, I had, so I go and say yes. Now I need to see what I have because I am giving services on the computer, services for people. I'm not selling things that I buy. So if I would sell, I would put here, but now I give services. So I choose services and it asks me each month what was my income. So here we can ignore, we don't put income from outside of Portugal. So we put here the incomes that we have in each month. For that, I can go to Portal das Finanças where I do the invoices and see each month how much invoices I have issued for each month. Or if I use a program, I can see in the program. But what I need to do is put the numbers. So I'm just saying here something simple for you to see. So let's say I made 1,500 and then 1,600 and then 1,100 each month. So I put a point when I finish the thousands and add 0, 0. So this is the numbers. And now I'm going, I can see here that for the 3 months, this is the summary of the incomes that I've made, and I can see that it's true. And then I go to the next step. Now it asks me if I have some subsidiaries, if I'm going to ask for subsidiaries from the state, and I'm not going to do it. So usually it's no, and I go to the next step. So now he already calculated how much I need to pay each month. And the calculation, we can see it here. So on my incomes, it takes 70%. 70% of my incomes are taxed. This is 70% of the 3,100 that we saw before, and it is taxed 21.4%. And this is how we got to the calculation. So we can check here the calculations. This is, we can ignore, it's something that is doing for the calculations, but the calculation is on 70% of my incomes, I will be taxed 21.4%. So I agree and I go to the next step. So here I can choose if I want to pay less. So we pay 21.4% on the 70%, and it goes to our pension in the future. If we don't care about the pension, we can ask to pay now 25% less. You see, the amount is being reduced 25% because I don't care about my pension. I rather get 25% less when I will be retired and pay less now. This is my choice, and I could also pay exactly the 21.4%, or I can ask to pay even 25% more to get more in my pension. But let's say what most of people prefer is to pay less now, and I am going to submit the declaration. Once I press this button, the declaration is submitted, and I have the amounts to pay for the next 3 months. So the calculation is made with the details of the last 3 months, but this is how the calculation is made. But the payments are for the next 3 months. So I will click on that. I will not click on that now because I don't want to declare. It's not really my amounts. And this is how we do the declarations. Now, if we want to do debit direct, if we want to put our IBAN and to pay each month from the bank and not worry about it, not to need to issue the documents to pay and pay with reference and amount and do it, we can do debit direct. How do we do debit direct? We go to the page, we go to Pagamentos, Valores a pagar a Segurança Social, Pagamentos. We go inside, and here we can see Authorize Debit Direct. So I already have Debit Direct, but if we want, we can have here the steps to put our IBAN and to have Debit Direct. You can do it. If I want to see if my Debit Direct is active, I can go here, Consultar, look for the Debit Direct that are active, and I will see that I already have a Debit Direct. If you don't want to do Debit Direct, you will need to go to Pagamentos, Valores a pagar, Pagamentos, and see what you need to pay, Consultar Valores, and here you can issue something, paper you can pay with a reference and an amount. Good luck and bye bye.